random account popped up and they said, King Kendrick is not a liar and I'm not a thief. Mr. Aubrey Graham, Drake, and Mr. Livingston Allen, aka Big Fucking Ack, aka Akademiks, has until noon 5/13 to retract your claim of theft, or my attorney, Miss Adrian Edward, and I will exhaust every legal option available. I don't take well to no type of threats, extortion attempts, and I don't negotiate with dots, terrorists, or bitch ass niggas. Ebony Prince 2K24, eat a dick. Okay? Ain't no retraction coming. And obviously I read through all this, nigga, you broke already, nigga. There's, I don't know what y'all niggas think this is. Eat a fucking dick. Okay? I'm glad your ass got fired, nigga. Okay? I can't wait when I find out who you are. I'm gonna terrorize you for life, nigga, because I'm really rich. I'm gonna terrorize you for life just cause. I just got money to terrorize. I'm gonna just terrorize you for life, okay? Wherever you work at, I'm gonna terrorize you for life, okay? Don't ever mention my name when y'all talking about it. Mention Drake, because you don't got time to be playing around with this. Never ever mention my name like this again, okay? I kind of have a good idea of who you are. I'm hiring a private investigator. We gonna get at you right. I don't give a fuck about what Drake got going on, what Kendrick got going on, nigga. I will terrorize you for life. Just remember that, okay? I got the resources, and I save a little bit just for a bitch ass nigga like you. Anyway, this hoe ass nigga right here. Apparently, and I'm trying to like put a lot of pieces of information together because there's a lot. I've been reading a lot. So we're getting to find out, and I'm gonna be transparent with everything I've known and heard. Here's the facts. Drake has never told me that the items that was on Kendrick Lamar's album cover was gotten from anywhere, but I did hear from people who were in the know. And I guess maybe they gave me bad information, because I remember I told you guys that I heard this came from Dennis Graham's suitcase, allegedly in Jamaica, that he supposedly lost or got stolen. Okay? Now, what Drake did tell me is that the 11-year-old kid thing is completely fucking false. And he said, Act, if you find out that I have a daughter, I will quit rapping and I'll come work for you. That is not true, and I can't even believe people are believing it. And I'll get back to that, because I think when he was rapping in The Hard Part 6 about him planting shit, or we set it up a week before, whatever the case is, two things. I think Drake knew that these things were stolen. Okay, so this does look like some stolen shit, I'm gonna be honest with you. Drake did knew that they were stolen. I don't know if he's like trying to reverse psychology it, saying, well, now I know it's stolen and I know what you have, I'm gonna play off of it. That's one. But number two, when Drake says he set it up, I'm taking that to be this 11-year-old daughter thing, because from everybody I've talked to, including Drake, we can't even see any, we don't even know where this came from, and Kendrick said it so definitively in what was supposed to be his biggest song, which was supposed to be the biggest expose. So that's the thing. That's my theory. I believe that the 11-year-old child thing from by Drake was probably either fed to Kendrick, planted. I don't know how. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how. Okay? But that is my theory. Now, let's get back to these items, which are a separate situation. Okay? And I'm gonna actually use a few people to I've seen some people do some incredible detective work here. But let me play the actual video of what this person who's I don't know if they're the Riddler. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know if they think they're the Riddler, but I do want to just make very clear, whoever this bum is, don't ever threaten me with a lawsuit. Just file it, you bitch ass nigga. I'll spend $1 million to ruin your life before I pay you a dime. Remember that. Clip it, put it in court, and I'll see you there. Okay, you bitch ass nigga? Don't you ever try to threaten me again. But anyway, let's go.
Dear Adonis, sorry that that man is your father, let me be honest. It takes a man to be a man, your dad is not responsive. I look at him and wish your grandpa would have wore a condom. I'm sorry that you gotta go up and stand behind him. Life is hard, I know. Challenges always go be this hard. Sometimes I can't mistake mistakes.
Wait. Somebody said that Drake said he planted. We're gonna go through. Listen, we're gonna go through. Like again, and with me telling y'all the truth, like I haven't asked Drake like particularly about. I did ask him about this account. I did. I was like, yo, Drake, is this an OVO nigga? Like, I didn't know who it was. I'm like, is this a disgruntled OVO nigga, bro? Like, and he didn't even say nothing. I'm gonna be honest with you. He didn't even respond to it. So, yeah, I'm pretty open on if any information. And if I was wrong on something, nigga, I don't care that much. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like niggas really think that I'm like so team Drake. I'm gonna just be just flat out lie. I just don't care. I don't care. I listen to Not Like Us and I bump to that shit too. It's not that serious with me, okay? Yeah, so Drake didn't tell me nothing about this. But we'll go, if you said Drake rapped about it, I remember him saying like we planted shit. I don't know if he necessarily said we planted love, but we'll get to those lyrics. We're gonna evaluate all of this, okay? Because after looking at this, it looks like it's a guy who worked at the hotel it looked like maybe him and Drake or Drake's team had like some type of, I don't know, maybe a dust up, and somehow he got fired. And this guy somehow got these things, or was probably collecting these things for whatever reason. And with his dismissal from the job, you know, which supposedly was like in November last year, apparently when the time came where like now Kendrick and Drake were getting into it, he somehow communicated this information to like Kendrick. I don't know, bro. We're gonna get to it anyway. So let's just kind of slow this down and let's kind of play this, right?
Dear Adonis, sorry that that man is your father, let me be honest.
Okay, so this is showing the album cover on like it. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know who I thought it was at first, chat? Chat, I swore this was J. Cole. A Panasonic computer, like, come on. Only nigga who would have a prehistoric device like this, nigga. Like, come on, bruh. Like, you're like, yo, this is like almost having, I didn't even know Panasonic made laptops, nigga. This is almost like having a big back TV. This is almost like having a flip phone, nigga. This shit is so prehistoric. It's like a fossil. Like, this is like some shit the Flintstones would pull out, my nigga. This is like having, like, bro, once I seen this, I said, J. Cole, what the fuck? Did you just pop up out the blue with blackmail info, nigga? What the fuck? Acting like you the Riddler? You get what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Anyway. Somebody said, yeah, yo, this shit got Windows 2000 on it, nigga. The fuck? How the hell? Come the hell on, man. Anyway. So again, this is the picture on the album cover. This is a computer, and I guess they're showing it. Here we go.
It takes a man to be a man, your dad.
Now this is gonna give us some clues. This says the Brooklyn Daily Eagle. I don't even know what the fuck this was, but okay. Okay. What date is this? I can't tell. Here we go. It's May 8th, 2024. So they're showing that they still have control of these items, right? So this is all about showing the date. They still have control of these items they're about to show. By the way, this is like so like Batman type of shit. Like this is like some shit you would see with the Joker. You know why? Like they always show this is so old school, they're gonna show the newspaper. Also, this is also old head. You haven't seen a newspaper in like 8 years. Like if you found a newspaper, you definitely an old head, bro. You are an old head, bro. So already I'm aging this nigga past 45. Okay, so it's either J. Cole or a nigga who's at least 45. This nigga's dumb old. This nigga couldn't even like open his phone and just show the calendar. This nigga picked up a newspaper. Dumb old. We're already getting clues, people, all right? Also, they're saying Kendrick lives in Brooklyn. Now, I'm gonna kind of hold off on the it's Kendrick angle for right now, but Kendrick is a suspect too, okay? We're gonna find out during this broadcast who it is. Okay, what's seen here, let me go back. What's seen here is a souvenir, it looks like, that's a replica of the CN Tower. And it says La Tour CN, which is the CN Towers, like the Canadian Tower, right? The big one that's in Canada that Drake even took a picture on views of him sitting on, right? Okay, so this is like a little souvenir. And here's like almost like a calendar or booklet right here with the same thing. And then this is like some store, Holt Renfrew. This is a fucking receipt. Let's see if we can find out some information about this receipt. Something was paid with an Amex card. Looked like it was $58,000. New York sales tax, which is crazy, 8.875. That's the real crime. New York sales tax is 8.875. Lord. So it's like $5,000 extra just for tax. So he ends up paying $63,147. I've been told that this was paid by a stylist for Drake, which does make sense. Usually how a lot of these things work, and I actually kind of not know, but I think I know how this items were gotten. So a lot of times, this is what happens a lot of times, right? Especially when people are moving around. A lot of times they'll have a stylist who might not be traveling with them, but the stylist might pick out some pieces that they should wear. The stylist will also have a card and everything gets invoiced. There's a lot of shit that goes with it, or sometimes things get returned, who knows. But what happens when you have an artist, and by the way, if we go back to this time, do we have a date on this? It says 17th of January, 2023, right? Am I right? Let's see. 17th of January, 2023, correct? Okay. Now, a quick Google search, January 17th, 2023, Drake. Just type that in, and quickly you'll see this, right? Okay. You'll read that Drake performed at the Apollo Theater in Harlem. Okay? Around this time. And I think he performed 2 nights. It was like a B-side concert, okay? So he performed at the Apollo Theater, right? Cool. Now, this is the Apollo Theater here, right here. He performed here. Now, we could probably figure out what hotel he was staying at, because you're going to find out shortly that this individual is also going to tweet out a hotel lobby photo, and we're going to figure out what hotel it is. But let's keep analyzing. We have the date. We have the date when this was taken. So Apollo, January 21st, 2023. So now what we could debunk is that this whole angle, which I got told by some people who were, I don't know if they were connecting dots or they were hearing shit. They had said that this was from Dennis Graham's luggage that got stolen in Jamaica. That's not it, right? And it was rumored there was like some girl who did. So that's not that, okay? So let's move that out the way. All of this, and we're gonna figure out how Kendrick got this, right? All of this is coming from January 20, well, not all of this, some of this, because there's some other dates. January 21st, 2020, and by the way, hold on, let me make sure I open the chat, because I know y'all probably spam this shit up. I can't see. Okay. Yeah, no, chat, we're gonna get to all that. We're gonna get to all that. Don't you worry. By the way, Drill, if you're watching this, before you upload any videos of me breaking this down, I'm gonna need you to blur out a lot of things. I keep telling y'all the reason why Meet the Grams, the cover art got changed. It's not because Kendrick realized he got duped. It's because you can't put out people medication on public videos or photos and shit like that. So even though we're doing it live here because it's already out there, for us to put this on YouTube, we're gonna have to blur some shit. So Drill, make sure you do that, all right? Okay, let's keep watching, chat. By the way, the interesting thing this is Popular jeweler. This is on Canal Street, 255 Canal Street. Let's do some Googling, chat. Okay, popular jeweler. Popular jeweler. Okay, here we go. Popular jewelry, actually. So this is a store that was bought. I don't know what was bought. And I don't know if they show their celebrity clients. So if they show it, which usually some of these places they have an Instagram, they might be like, yo, we did this for Drake or some shit like that. Let's see if we can find. Let's go. Is this DJ Carnage? Yeah, this is DJ. No, it's not DJ Carnage. Yeah, this is DJ Carnage. Okay. There's an Asian lady that runs this shit. Okay. It's like a flea market type shit. Okay, so now we're in 2021. Let's go to 2023. Maybe we see some shit. Again, I think a stylist paid for it, so they might not want a picture with a fucking stylist. It's not like Drake will show up here himself. This is the shy nigga. July. No, we gotta go to January. January 24. That was Macklemore. Okay, that's the 20th. Yeah, we really don't see a picture. Okay. Let's get back into it. Now, I don't know if we're gonna be able to see what this is, but this looks like an estimate or a quote of this yellow paper of maybe what he was getting done or designed, if it was a custom piece, and then Nadine Golson, who's fine jewelry. This look like it's somebody else. Okay, here's some information. Andrew Daniel Ferguson. That's the name on the card. Andrew Daniel Ferguson. Oh. I'm guessing that's a stylist or something? Okay. Now we're seeing that Maybach glove right here, which instantly is just one hand. I think it's only one glove, right? Then this shirt here. Arctic. The odd thing about this is a double XL shirt. It's an Arctic double XL shirt. I mean, I don't know what size Drake wears. Pause, no Diddy. But I don't know if this is Drake's. Right? Maybe he was buying shit, like we see a souvenir. Maybe he was buying shit to, kind of bring. I don't know. Who knows? Okay. By the way, what's interesting is what you see here is, from what people are telling me, that's the FBA flag. So that foundation, black American flag. That's what they're telling me, unless I'm wrong. Am I? Yeah, it's like this. Oh, black liberation flag, I guess. So it's this shit right here. Oh, it's a Pan-African flag? Okay. Now, that might give you a little bit of clue. This is some pro-black Negro who's doing this. So, clearly, Drake being like a mulatto person, right? A half black, half white. They don't fuck with Drake's kind. Usually these type of dudes, they're on some Dr. Umar Johnson type of wave. You feel me? Like, yo, if you mixed, fuck y'all, right? Okay, let's keep it going. Now, this is interesting. And again, Drill, you're going to have to blur this out. Okay, so here we have something that's really interesting. This looks like this is a Ozempic prescription from that was picked up at Pharmacy 90210. It says Aubrey Graham. Why is somebody saying there's a picture of Drake in the store on July 17th? Hold on, I think there's another. Somebody says that's Dr. Farazam. Somebody said the receipt is July 17th. What do you mean? Oh, it says July. Wait, this one you're talking about? Hold on, sorry, chat. You're saying this is July, not January. Oh, it is July. Oh, July. Yes, you're right. You're right. My bad. But if we go back to that thing, is Drake in there July? July 2023? No, he's not. I already looked at all these. Yeah, he's not in there. July 17th. Who's this nigga? Go to the link on the receipt. Somebody says pin to the top, you idiot. Yo, I'm an idiot. Nah, thank you. Hey, come on, man. I'm doing this shit live. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, Drake was in there then. Okay, yeah. Oh, man. Okay. All right. So he did stop by. All right. Yeah, I'm slow, chat. Fucking slow. All right. God, there was this many people out there? Oh my God. Yo, this is crazy. How did they know he was there? Stay on the line. Drake in there. What did he buy? Yo, she got her money's worth with all these pictures. Good looks, girl. Is it this? What is this? So we don't know what he bought though. Okay. Thank you for that, chat. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Okay, then we can get this little Pan-African flag. So thus far, by the way, let's Google why Drake was in New York. Right? Let's Google. So the Apollo was January. Let's look at July. What was it? July 3rd? No, it was July 17th, right? July 17th, 2023, Drake. What was he doing then? Oh, he was performing at the Barclays. Actually, I think I went to this show. Oh, wow. I think I went to this show. This is the show. I went to the show. Okay, so he was doing, that was when on the It's a Blur tour, It's All a Blur tour dates. If we look at the dates, what we realize is that, look, these are like the new ones. What we realize is that Drake was in New York for a while, right? So right here, he got in from probably the 16th and he was here till the 26th. So that's when he was in New York. So and he did Barclays and Madison Square Garden. So you know what I'm thinking? He probably stayed at the same hotel, right? Now, okay. So this is the Ozempic thing. Okay. Now, this name is interesting here. Dr. Fazum something. Dr. Fazum. What's the last name? Is Fazum something wrong? Is it July 17th on the Ozempic too? Is there a date on the Ozempic? Hold on. We're looking for a date. We're looking for a date. Do we see a date on here? I don't see it. I don't see a date. Just when looking. Oh, got it. There's a date. Thank you. Right here. 7/17th, 2023. That's when he picked it up. So Drake picked up the medication that day. Now, is this medication real? We could kind of fact check it real quick. Dr. Mike Fazam, or Fazam Mike. Let's Google this guy. Okay. He's the house call doctor in LA. Why does this guy sound familiar? Did he work with Michael Jackson? There's a couple nigga like Kanye or like even the Kardashians, they're not going to. Oh, here we go. The doctor prescribing the MD was Kanye personal doc in 2016 who called 911 to have him admitted for psychosis. Really? The plot thickens. Audio from Kanye West 911 calls has been released. Newly recorded audio from 911 welfare check call made by Kanye West's doctor a couple weeks ago sheds new light on the rapper's condition before police and paramedics arrived to take him to the hospital. In a clip obtained by TMZ, Kanye's doctor, Dr. Michael Fazam, can be heard asking for paramedics for his patients, adding, he's definitely gonna need to be hospitalized. I wouldn't just do the police by itself. By the way, keep in mind, this was when Kanye was on stage and said Jay-Z wants to get him killed. You remember that clip? I remember, Kanye was, I won't say tweaking, but he was telling a lot of truth bombs. Kanye says Jay-Z has ninjas, and something about him killed. I'm gonna find the clip for y'all. Y'all remember that? Oh man, he was on stage. I remember that shit. He was ranting like a motherfucker. Don't tell me they scrubbed this from the internet. Kanye says Jay-Z wants to get him killed. Is it this?
So you think you know. So funny.
Thought after family. Say on this. Yes, my with the performance of God Did.
Wait, what the fuck? Yeah, it was this. Please don't send your hitman at my head. Why? Oh yeah, here we go.
I'm bling and famous. They told me beforehand so I wouldn't run on stage. Hey bro, y'all ain't gotta fuck with me, but you know I got the vision, and you know I'ma keep it real with you.
This was after that, right? Look at the date, November 2016. This is when he was going on these rants. Then his doctor came and saw him, and the doctor called the cops, and that's the same doctor they're claiming that wrote the prescription for Ozempic for Drake.
Beyonce, I was hurt. I went down 7 years on behalf of your, hey nigga, don't go no shit while I'm talking. Here, over me, and over how I blame.
Okay, I see some people say stick to Drake. Okay, cool. So, all right, this happens. Let's hear the audio though. This is the doctor in question.
911 emergency, departamento policía, 652.
PD, hold on, sir. Sir, PD, this is number 97. I have you're his doctor, sir, is that correct?
Yes, correct. Yeah, I'm actually one of his doctors. I'm just calling for my cell phone to request if we can have some police backup because I don't think the paramedics,
Are you there now with him? So let me.
If you can bring both, yeah, 'cause I think he definitely is going to need to be hospitalized. So I wouldn't just do the police by itself. I think he needs to.
Okay, what is the medical condition he's having, sir? Weapons involved or in the area?
No other weapons. No.
And you're his doctor or therapist?
Yeah, correct, doctor.
Okay, I'm 868. I'm number 97. Okay, we'll do, sir. Okay.
Okay, so that's the doctor. Cool. All right. Making a little sense of shit. All right. (90210) Beverly Hills. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think this is a real motherfucking prescription, bro. This is just me saying it. I think this is real. So, okay. So, this is if you guys, I'll give you a crash course on what Ozempic is. Ozempic is a really expensive drug that rich celebrities use to lose weight. Okay? Its real purpose is to control blood sugar level for diabetic or pre-diabetic patients. Okay? Now, the reason why you don't see this commonly used by non-celebrities is that without a pre-diabetic or diabetic diagnosis, this thing costs like at least $1,000. Okay? I think they give you like a couple weeks supply. So monthly you could be paying a couple thousands of dollars for this thing, right? It's expensive. That's what I'm trying to tell you, right? So this is why you hear Ozempic, but you hear it mostly in the celebrity circles. Around this time, last year, 2023, and hold on. I'm gonna tell you how I know some of these things. Hold on. What is this shit again? Okay. All right. One of the reasons why I know this thing is because y'all should all know I'm an avid investor. Y'all should all know I'm an avid investor. This thing started becoming so high demand, it ran out. Like you couldn't get dosages of this. And anytime this happens, whether you think about going back to 2020 with and I'm giving you one of my investing secrets here. When it came to like, the little COVID shot or whatever the case is, anytime shit is running out, that means there's a huge demand for it. Usually they're gonna like stockpile up, and usually what happens, the stock price goes to the roof. Like for example, if you invested in Pfizer at a certain time, it went straight through the roof. So once I started hearing buzz about everybody wanting this Ozempic, I looked up the company that owns it. The company that owns it is Novo Nordisk. By the way, I've made about $100,000 to $200,000 on this thing. So I bought this a lot. I bought stock of it, right? And the stock price has been going this way because they can't make enough to deal with demand, which is a good thing. Like, you know what I mean? If your investor is like, yo, we're selling out constantly, that's like perfect, right? So that's how kind of I know a bunch about this. I invest in, some of these things. I do it myself, actually. Anyway, yeah, so that's kind of how I know about like that is really popular in those circles. Here's how it also works. So it costs a couple $1,000s. A lot of people are getting this shit without insurance, right? I think with insurance it costs maybe like $100, but like without insurance it costs like over $1,000, right? I'll give you some more details about this shit. And this is why I do believe this is real. The way how they prescribe it is that, and this tells me that Drake was on, I think this is real. So I'm telling you, I think this is real. This was Drake's first time getting Ozempic. I'm gonna tell you why. Ozempic, when it's prescribed, every time they re-up your prescription, they up the dosage, right? And you'll see, like, because I'm an investor, I get like these notifications say, hey, certain dosages aren't are limited or not limited, but doctors only they follow a schedule. I think the minimum dosage is 0.5. So 0.5 is the minimum dosage. That's the starter dose. So I'm thinking that this is I think this is real. I think this is Drake's first prescription for Ozempic, right? I think also I'm going to connect it to another song that's very important in all of this. And I think Drake knew this, right? I think Drake knew all this shit was going to come to light and that some of his stuff got stolen because of that song Red Button. And I do think that Drake was baiting people to rap about it, right? When he basically, in Red Button, he talks about this, right? So he has a song on the Scary Hours version of For All the Dogs. And let me just show you this last thing about Ozempic. Ozempic dosage, right? So look, month 1, this is the minimum dosage, right? Month 2 is 0.5. Actually, let me see what dosage he has. It says, look, this is the point. Oh yeah, I can't see. This is the 0.25 to 0.05 milligram dose. So if we go with the schedule, it looks like Drake was on month 1 or month 2 of Ozempic. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Ozempic is very commonplace in the industry. I ain't gonna lie to you, even when I heard Drake kind of clowning Rick Ross for it, you would assume it's just really fat people on it. Anybody, and we've heard allegedly that Drake may have gotten lipo before in the past. Anybody who would get lipo would take Ozempic, right? Because it's just weight loss. Like these guys who are entertainers who get paid to look skinny. Yeah, if you don't have to get under a knife or get shit sucked out of you and you could just inject yourself with some shit and you're just skinny, they're gonna do it. So when Drake was like kind of clowning Ross for Ozempic, I'm like, I know there's a lot of y'all niggas taking Ozempic. I don't know why you're clowning Ross just because he's fat. Ozempic is kind of commonplace. I would imagine that 85% of entertainers, are they gonna tell you? Probably not. They're probably on Ozempic, honestly, right? Do they have to tell you? Like, it's their personal business, right? Which I think, of course, Drake's not gonna come out, but I think he did kind of admit this, all right? Look what, so if we go to Red Button, the lyrics, and by the way, that's on the extended version of For All the Dogs, and he's rapping, and he's rapping about a lot of this stuff, and by the way, you gotta remember, so this came out November, right? And we all believe that he wrote some of these songs after the reception of the first For All the Dogs drop, which was, hold on, For All the Dogs release date. I hope you guys are keeping up. So he wrote a lot of this shit after October 6th or around October 6th. He wrote this new version. The Ozempic bottle says July. So it's making sense. If he's on Ozempic and he's rapping like this, because he does rap about Ozempic, or he alludes to it, right? So he says, press this red button, dog, and everything forever changes. Word to, and by the way, comes back because Drake did post recently on his story the red button that a dog was gonna press, right? He literally, he posted that on his story, right? Did y'all not see that? Drake posted red button on story. He literally posted, oh shit. He literally posted, he literally posted this, right? Literally posted red button, and it looks like, I don't know if this is a dog, but I would have, is this an owl or a dog? It might be an owl, but yeah, literally posted a red button, right? Which is a eerie callback to this verse. And this verse kind of tells me that Drake knew some of his shit was either stolen, he knew it beforehand, and he was probably playing it as, okay, that's info maybe my ops could use. He says, press this red button, dog, and everything forever changes. Word to M Dollar. She the only one that could maybe save it. M Dollar, who's that? Melissa Ford? Hey, Melissa Ford, the one on Joe Budden podcast? I don't know. Anyway. Word to M Dollar, she the only one that could maybe save it. Should have hit you first, but sis, you know about the shit I've taken. Niggas think it's sweet, but I'm not a diabetic patient. Okay? Now, to me, this lyric reads very different now. It reads to me that Drake is basically explaining why he's taking Ozempic. right? You know, of course, it's a play off like sweet and diabetes anyway. But he's basically saying he's taking Ozempic for weight loss. If I'm reading it now with the clarity and with the knowledge I have now, I'm thinking this is Drake alluding to Ozempic, and he's saying that, yo, and again, the majority of people in Hollywood that take Ozempic are not diabetic or pre-diabetic. They're just taking it, okay? They just want to be skinny because it helps them control their diet. I think it kills their appetite, and because of that, they just inevitably stay skinny, and that's the whole goal. Stay skinny, look good, don't have to work out too much, don't have to fight cravings because you don't have an appetite, right? Cool. He says, I'll start blacking over here like it's segregation. I'll fucking double cross. By the way, if you listen to the song too, there's a very dark tone to the song, like an anger, like he's upset at something, right? He said, I'll give you a hard pill to swallow. This your medication. I'll pop up, which by the way, we're gonna get to some of the medications that were actually found. There were actual medications also found. And by the way, Ozempic, I keep hearing people say Ozempic isn't a pill. Ozempic is a syringe that you would stick in your body. Like you literally inject yourself. So Ozempic is not a pill. It's a weekly injection that these people would be taking, or Drake would be taking to keep weight off of him. You get what I'm saying? So when he starts talking about pills, he's not talking about Ozempic no more, right? He says, I'll give you a hard pill to swallow. This your medication. I will fucking pop up on your ass like a revelation. I could tell you better than I could show you. This is a demonstration. I'll fucking leave you in the dirt like some vegetation. Chemicals is mixing in my brain and killing hesitation. I will fucking force a few shots like a vaccination. Now this goes to the Ozempic line, right? Shots, vaccination, that's kind of like Ozempic is. Niggas fucking calling me up to cap. This is not a graduation. I will fucking put your ass on pause like I'm Pastor Mason. Okay, so basically, like, he's almost making like a threat, but nobody really knows what the fuck he's talking about. Also, interestingly enough, about For All the Dogs Scary Hours, and it's kind of eerily, it's like Drake, you know, again, I'm not gonna, like, I know y'all gonna, no matter what I say, y'all gonna either say compromise or I'm riding dick or whatever. Again, I never talked to him about this shit, and I don't think he would tell me about this shit, like, you know what I mean, because this looked like maybe something, from me to you, it looks like something maybe he sloppily got stolen from him, but then he tried to flip it like, okay, imagine knowing somebody stole A, B, C, and D from you, and now you're trying to play off of it like you're in control, even though they have it. You get what I'm saying? That's what it comes across to me, right? Also, about this moment, if you go read the lyrics to another song, like I think the next song about this, The Shoe Fits, I think this song is also mad prophetic as well, right? It's like, it's actually talking about exactly now, which you almost kind of start to believe if Drake was kind of just sitting around after this album, kind of expecting this to happen, and probably was clocking this whole situation already. Again, not trying to give him too much credit, but these lyrics, I ain't gonna lie to you, I remember listening to it back then, I was like, what the fuck is Drake talking about? In hindsight, and maybe it's coincidence, it appears that he was getting at certain shit early, but we didn't know. Okay? Let me see. Is this the song? I'm trying to like showcase what I'm talking about. Okay. All right. Maybe is it Stories About My Brother? Anyway, whatever. Let's just keep on topic. So, if I'm answering this question, for y'all, do I believe that this Ozempic prescription for Drake is real? Yes. I also would add that I believe he was on his first or second month. We've looked up the doctor, we verified the doctor. It would make sense. And by the way, I'm also kind of getting an inclination of maybe how this was probably gotten. Well, we know Drake went to the spot himself. How do you think that they got this shit then? Somebody went in Drake's room? We'll get to that. Cool. Okay, and yeah, so the instructions, this looks like a normal Ozempic like packaging. Inject this 0.5 milligrams subcutaneously, which means in a fatty portion of your skin, and do it weekly. All right, so I think this is real. This is real. So Drake is on Ozempic, if you ask me, right? By the way, I don't know why he chose to make fun of Rick Ross and also Drake being on Ozempic. I'm gonna be honest with you. I would care, like, if you ask me between two options, Drake going under surgery to get his abs done, or Drake taking a shot to control his appetite, I'd rather Drake be on Ozempic than him getting a BBL, as everybody's calling it, right? Like, BBL Drizzy just don't sound too good as a fan, right? If this nigga's taking a fucking shot, like, he can take a shot, like, in his arm to fucking not eat too much to stay skinny, whatever, nigga. But, nigga, if you're getting your fucking, your stomach sculpted up, like that sounds crazy, right? So, me, I don't find a problem with it, and whether it's Drake or anybody else being on this, all right? Cool, let's keep it going. By the way, there's a pill bottle here that we're kind of like just glancing over. Oh, shit. You see it? By the way, it looks like these things are held up by shoestrings. But anyway, this is the Maybach glove. Now, chat, could y'all help me out a little bit? Yo, you know, ever since I bought my Maybach, I've driven it 2 or 3 times in like 2 months. I actually forgot before this stream I was gonna search, because they give you a bunch of shit with the Maybach, like custom. I didn't see gloves. Maybe they do give you gloves. That's why I was gonna look at mine to be like, do I got gloves? I don't know. Where the fuck do you get Maybach gloves from? I mean, they give you like Maybach cups, headphones, and all that other shit. Maybe they do have gloves, but I was wondering where you get these from. Unless maybe he just bought them. But that's an odd item. Okay. Here's a pill bottle. Okay. Here we go. Ooh. Now this is a Adderall prescription. Oh wow. Yeah, this is an Adderall prescription. Wow. We can't tell what milligrams. Now, this is also another type of drug. If you don't know what Adderall does, have I ever taken Adderall? Yes, I've taken Adderall back in college. I don't want to endorse any drug. I don't encourage you taking any drug. But I remember I graduated from Rutgers with a biomathematics degree. I was like DJing a lot and also partying. And school that should have required all my attention was probably getting 1/3 of my attention. Comes down to my finals. I'm within my last probably semester and a half or whatever the case is. And I remember I was like, damn, I missed so many classes. I'm not up to speed like a good student would be. And I promise you it was like finals week or the week before. So I had 2 weeks before final exam. I'm trying to study the whole semester in 2 weeks. Kicking my ass. And that's the first time my roommate was, which was actually, if you guys know, Leaf's brother, he was in medical school at the time. And I remember that nigga was like a zombie. Like, he would just take a bunch of Adderall and study mad shit, because in medical school they have different type of tests. Anyway, he gave me a fucking